Okay, Daenerys and two of her dragons are in Shadowspire for the purpose of levelling up at the training ground before switching from Might and Magic 8's continent of Jadame to Might and Magic 7's continent, Anglich something. Right, he can't rise. She can. Level 19. Yep, okay. Let's go into inventory. I've got these two quest items to hand in. It would be a good idea to hand those over before switching worlds. Right, skills. I have 19 points for this guy. Now, I didn't have it in mind for him to be the specialist of very much. He's came with a whole bunch of expert ships already. Now, learning would be a good one for him to add. 12 points here. Now, he was intended to be our main perception guy and merchant and ID items. Yeah, that's already an expert. Yeah, I'm going to have to make Flamdring the merchant. But I just noticed he's not a master dragon and can't get there yet. He needs 3 more points. What about... Yeah, okay. Give him a couple of those. And back at skills. Yeah. We need to go to Garrett Gorge to make him a master dragon. Expert learning is in Murmur Woods. Now, what's he missing? Anything? Bodybuilding expert. I think that's on Dagger Wound Island. Merchant is a good thing for anyone to pump up. Yeah, I'll put those points in there. Now, Daenerys, 14 points. She's using her bow a lot. She's not allowed to have expert disarm traps, but I will be putting points in there as well, and merchant like everybody else, but she can't even be an expert at that. So, really, the only one she can be an expert in that I haven't pumped is dark magic. So really, that's got to be top priority. And she, the dark magic expert, I'll have to look that up in my notes. Not there. Trainers, no, that's the seer. There we go. Expert staff, master staff. Got to look for dark magic. Spear, bow. Nice. Shield, leather. Here we are. Fire magic. Yeah. water, earth, air, spirit, mind, light. Okay, expert teacher of the ways of dark magic, lives among the elves of Alvar. Okay. So we want Alvar, Murmurwood, and Garrot Gorge before switching worlds. So what options do we have here? Empty barrels. Not Iron Sand Desert. Now, where is the boat going? Oh, I can use Town Portal, can't I, to get to Alvar anyway? Alvar. Now here in Alvar, I've got to look at the map and find where that trainer I need is. It's Master Merchant, Meditation, Alchemy, Fire Magic. Well, something else opposite. Expert ID item, I've got that. Expert Dark Magic, that's what I need. So I'm looking straight at it. It's north. This is all the same building. Expert Dark Magic, there we go. Takes 1,000 of my 11,000. Yeah, just have a look at the others. Perceptions, yeah, I got those. Don't care about self spells. Nor shield, dark elf, dagger, bow. Or spear. Okay, I need to go to, whoops, I didn't mean to talk to you. I don't know this. This might have been added by the mod. I'm a time traveller. Something rather dire has occurred, and I need your help. Actually, the world needs your help. I am but a messenger and the probable cause of all the trouble, but that's really not what's important here. What's important is there is this clandestine scholar consortium. It has no name for it should not be spoken of, and hence there's no need for one. We are a group of mages who research the intricacies of time travel for the purpose of documenting the history of our world. Pure, untainted, unbiased. Something humans entangled in their affairs and fettered by political agendas are obviously incapable of doing. As the saying goes, winners write history, and hence we've mastered the art of time travel to witness the history and document it objectively. Straighten out the mangled facts, uncover the truth buried beneath convenient lies. It's been working out great. Our archives grow with each excursion. But this time, a little something went a little wrong. Okay. See, personally, I always found it disappointing how all the chronicles detail the lives of kings, queens, and other politicians. How they say, and Queen whatever knighted her heroes. I don't want to read about that. I want to read about the heroes. I want to know about mires they've trudged through, about the miles they've traversed, about the riches they hauled, and the little folk they've saved. So I've taken it upon myself to write a chronicle that has all of it and more. I've chosen 3 groups of heroes whose deeds saved countless lives, and I've attuned my magic to visit them all at the very beginnings of their journeys. I meant to get to know them, understand where they come from, see the world through their eyes, breathe in the scent of their sweat and blood. Yes, literally, don't be squeamish. It won't do you much good in your line of work. Anyway, something went wrong with the ritual, some malfunction or other, and, I seem to have erased a group of heroes from existence. Or alternatively, I've booted them to another existence, century or era. Fingers crossed for the booting. Then, I've tried to fix it, and the same thing kind of sort of happened to the second hero group. Before you ask, yes, you're the third. No, you're not getting booted or existentially eradicated. Verdant glances over to a book she's holding. Probably. As long as the same can be said for all of your organs, we should be good. What I need you to do is really rather simple in concept. Basically, I know you're capable of saving the world, so I will need you to do it a few more times. Just 3 times total, don't worry. With the other 2 groups of heroes currently or permanently indisposed, you've got to pick up the slack or things will get really messed up. I mean, really, the history will rewrite itself, and given the scope of changes and the amount of lives affected, who knows, the history might just say enough is enough and explode everything. A wild yet educated guess. So you see the problem. Oh, you didn't know you were heroes? Right, I tend to forget how stable-timed people operate and think. Of course, yes, welcome to the herodom. You can try to escape your path, but in all honesty, it'll be much easier to just get the world saving done. Personally, I think I actually love this idea. It may sound cold, but I can't help it. Heroes are my weakness. And 3-time world savers, I'm about to melt on the spot. Wow. A silver lining, you may call it, yeah? Okay, let's talk about Jadame, which is where we are now. This one's lovely if you like colours. I mean, fiery red, sky blue, earthly brown, sea emerald. Well, the elements are everywhere here, quite in your face. They overflowed, you could say. It's kind of a crisis, really. Either way, you would take the role of caravan guards, but worry not, caravan's done riding, no boring trips. You can rob what's left, sell it to the adorable lizards inhabiting the isle, and then get on with more interesting heroics. Well, she's talking about how we popped up near some caravans near the lizard folk. Heroics, yes. Oh, and they even have unicorns there. Sadly, you may need to kill them. They're a little bit on the vicious side. And yes, time travel guide. To travel through time and step onto the paths meant to be traversed by other heroes, you'll need to use dimension doors present in areas infused with magic. And we've already seen 2 places where we get a message about that. Fear not, they're safe, somewhat. You'll find one of them in Murmur Woods, another in Dragon Sand, that's in Erathia or Might and Magic 6 world anyway. And if I recall correctly, one more awaits on an Evenmorn Island, that's Might and Magic 7. There could be more, or not, who knows? Well, there are more elementary ones in starter places. Either way, once you find your door, you can activate it by casting the town portal spell nearby. There's also the option of finding dimension door scrolls rolling around with other junk at some stores. I think most folks take them for dicey cooking recipes, so ask for those. No need to rush, by the way. The universe is slow in restructuring itself and acting on the changes made to the fabric of time. But do try to get it all done before you get old, aye? Yeah, okay. Hint. I see a vision of you in which you take a letter from Elgar Moon. Yeah, that's where we're up to in the main plot of number 8, right here. I think we've missed an option. Yeah. Okay, nothing new. Oh yeah, there's the other one, other heroes. I'm glad you asked. This whole conundrum is making it rather difficult for me to sleep. I could pretend it's the worry over the poor goobers I've punted out of our realm, existence, time, or whatnot, that's keeping me awake. But I've always been a big fan of truth telling. Lies are so much hassle to keep track of, aren't they? Basically, I don't much care about the scrubs I've sent away, but I do care an awful lot about the heroes snoozing within them. And I want those heroes back, and I want to put them in another time of trouble to witness their glory, and maybe save a life or two while we're at it. Hence, I've been hard at work locating the 2 missing groups. But to make it happen in a reasonable amount of time, I will need your help. Right, help the goobers. You could ask, what value does time hold to a time traveller? And hasn't the other hero's suffering already begun, or in fact ended centuries ago, should they have found themselves in another period? And to that I'll tell you, stop overthinking things. Trying to make sense of it all will just give you a headache. A rookie mistake of anyone dealing with paradox-prone situations. Look at it this way, we are living in a dangerous times, as all times are really, so it's not like we can hide else when. And so it's not out of the realm of possibility that a dragon will eat me tomorrow or the day after and cut my work time short. It would be deeply troubling and unfortunate, given that I'm also involved in other matters of great importance. But the point is, it could happen. I don't know what awaits me in this timeline, provided I stay here, since I've never been here and now before, I think. Oh gods, now I'm doing it. Stop it, woman. Verdant slaps her left ear as if she wanted the paradox musings to fall out of the right one. Anyway, what I need you to do is help me build a telelocator. Doing that will increase the chance of my finishing the task before I become a dragon snack. There's 2 things to know about a telelocator. 1, I cannot return the lost heroes to their own respective timelines as I've already attuned you to their paths. We'll have to move them somewhere else or the universe could get really huffy, and we would really not want that. If we plop them in some random, nicely travelled time and place, they will start their own new paths and all will be good. 2, to commence said plopping, we must first locate the poor goobers. That can be accomplished by building a device we call the telelocator. That's where you come in. First things first, we need a rod. Not just any rod, but a special rod of an infused metal. There's a clan of Dwergars dwelling near Alva who dabble with this kind of ore. I'm sure they'll have a rod somewhere around their complex. What half-competent blacksmith wouldn't have one? I'd suggest to simply purchase it, but I've heard them Dwergars are rather grumpy. Yes, I know where they are, in a little cave near Alva. And by grumpy, I mean they would rather lodge an axe in your head than barter. Okay, so that's it. I guess we had to reach a certain level and be present in Alvar to trigger that incident. But it's an introduction to the merged mod. Now, I was heading where? I just called up the map. I wanted to make sure that I didn't need anything else here. There's a lot of master ships here. Okay. What I was going to do was cast fly and go back to Murmur Woods the way I came the first time, which means flying this way. Yeah, that's where the dark dwarves are, or the Dwergar. There's Dwergar in Baldur's Gate 3 as well. Right, now those guys are going to chase me. Right. Go into turn-based mode, drop to here, and go through. Okay, 5 days to travel to Murmur Woods. Now, I don't think we're attacked straight away when we cross into here. Oh, no, something is shooting at us. Let's do this. Cast fly again. Gain height and go. Follow the road. Here we are, reaching the town already. Now we came here to give expert learning to the new dragon, Flamdring. Oh, 2,000 that cost. Now we move straight on. Everything else here is about clerics. So we just cross the border here towards Garrock Gorge. Here we are in the Dragons region. See, Flamdring, make sure I'm talking about the right one. Flamdring can't fly yet because he hasn't got Master Dragon. So that's what we're here to remedy. So Ithilgor can do the flying for us. Go up here and across to the Dragon Cave. Here it is. Down.
Let's find something to kill.
Now down where we picked up Ithilgor is the Master Dragon person, so let's switch to him. Master Dragon, 4,000 gold. Starting to run low. But now, if I hit cast, he's got flying spell, which I'll make his default spell. Okay. Now, if I can, I want to now go straight to Dagger Wound Island. There's a few expertships to pick up there. And then we move on to Emerald Island in Might and Magic 7. So let's go to there, cast Dagger Wound Island. Turns out I'm not going to deliver those 2 documents yet, but if I look in the map, Grandmaster Regeneration, Magic, Leather, I've already got those expertships, Earth Magic, Disarm Traps, Master Identify, Expert Bow. I'll go through the teleports. I just have to start flying. This is not Might and Magic 6 where towers shoot at you if you fly. The quickest way, I think, is just to knock on these doors again. No. Expert bow. No, nobody's going to have that, I'm pretty sure. Can't be learnt by Necromancer. Expert Disarm Trap. Nope, can't have that either. And certainly not Grandmaster Alchemy. That's a quest. Master Identify. How are we going? If I look at skills, identify item, it's just going to be on 4 for both of them, isn't it? Yeah, no, I don't have the points to make them masters at this stage. Okay, let's go this way. Cross with the teleporter. These pirates that were here don't respawn. Nor do the chests. So let's start over here. Plate armor irrelevant. Merchant. Who can be expert merchants? Already. 2,000. Necromancer can't. Okay. They'll reduce his training costs and everything. Yeah. Body magic irrelevant. Okay. Let's fly over this just to get there quicker. Oh, now that I've got better luck, I wonder if I can win this game. You win. That's given her some extra skill points. But nobody else can. Okay. Boat dock. Bodybuilding. Who can do that? Certainly not the Necromancer, but 500. Yep. More hit points. Already expert, yes, because I recruited him later. Flamdring is, Ithilgor is going to stay lower level than everyone else. The gap will close, but you'll never completely catch up. It's a moving target like Zeno's paradox, which Arms Master. No, okay. We've done this place. Right, that's it. Now it's time to change worlds at last. Now I'm going to save the game. Right. And fly. See how it looks as the crow flies. South. Yeah. Oh, look at these guys. They've run out of lizard men to fight. Now we're coming right up here. And now what we had to do last time, let's go into turn-based mode in case any of those pirates come up behind me. Cast Water Walk. Go out to the centre. Whoop. Stop again. View high magic presence here. I've gone back into turn-based mode. Now let's see what happens. I advance it to... Come on. Hurry up. There we are. To her turn. Because she just cast a spell. So, cast. Yeah, it's going real slow at the moment. Town portal. Let's see what happens and how long it takes to happen. Spell failed. Come on. You can't do that to me because it's impossible to get rid of all of the pirates hanging around here. Yeah, see, it's starting to come this way. Okay. It's going to make me kill everything in range. Didn't I see another one? Wait, come on, move. What? Anyone running towards me? Anyone else? Yep. Oh, it's so slow. Right.
Too easy.
Yep. All coming up this way. They've all got to be taken out so I can do a town portal.
Easy kill.
Right. I guess it'll be easier if I cast Wizard Eye. Okay, I cannot see any red dots nearby. Let's turn that off. Cast. Back to water. Well, it dumped me high up in the air. So I took damage falling down. And let's have a look where we are. Erathia. So we're not going to get to do the Emerald Isle because once you've left it, there's no way to get to it. Let's just go up into the town here. What we'll do is find the stable. Yeah, I can remember this now. See a griffin up there? Boy runs up to you. Hey, my lords, great competition going to happen very soon. Oh, that sounds like Emerald Isle. Putting paper in your hands, he runs away. Okay. Let's look. That one? Yeah, scavenger hunt. Yeah. Boats from Stedwick, shipping Emerald Island each Wednesday. Stedwick. I know that from Heroes of Might and Magic. Right. Well, we are going to want a boat from here. But first of all, I'm going to grab the horseshoes. There we go. There's 3 of them. But I want to experience the Might and Magic 7 in the right order. Let's grab some food. And get on the boat. Let's read that note again. Each Wednesday, yeah. Hang on, don't want to throw that away yet. Right, how do I find out what day it is? Rough, yeah. Quests. So, yeah. Ocean recipes, fountains, obelisks, miscellaneous, trainers. Right, I can't tell what day it is. Now, if I remember rightly, you're not allowed to sleep on these boats. I try to do this. Let's see. Rest in here 8 hours. Oh no, I just want to wait until dawn. Oh no, it's letting it happen. And wait another hour. Emerald Island. Not even morn. That's a very different proposition.
Hear ye, hear ye. The Emerald Island scavenger hunt is about to begin. The list of objects has been given to all contestants. As you know, the winners of the contest will be awarded title to Castle Harmony and the surrounding lands. Be careful. Emerald Island can be dangerous. Last night, 3 contestants disappeared, and we are concerned for their safety. During the contest, please be on the lookout for our missing contestants. If you find a piece of equipment in the woods, return at once with the clue. It may save their lives. There have been rumors that some kind of monster is loose on the island and may be hiding in one of the caves. If you see a cave you are unfamiliar with, don't go into it. Send someone back to town and the guards will conduct a search for you. We don't want anyone else to get hurt. And one more thing. We have... sorry. We have reports that the monster may be a dragon. If you see it, run for your lives.
And here we are, Emerald Island. Arriving on this boat. And the colour seems brighter than it used to be. We were running on the Might and Magic 8 engine. That's bound to make some difference. But let's, next video, just start this as if we were starting a game of Might and Magic 7. Want to win this competition, get everything that you can from the island, be awarded the castle in Harmondale, and then I'll do a tour around most of the zones of this is a continent, like I did for Might and Magic 8. Grabbing everything that we can grab quickly. The aim for Danerys is to get to level 30, and then we can go back to Jadamay and get her 3rd dragon. So I'll see you next time.